Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming, and today we are doing our Fragment Friday run here on the Storytime Dungeons server. As you can see, we've got our Wave Master Dionysius primed and ready to go, well on his way to level 16 at this point, and we have the Starstorm wand. Picked that up from a Spring of Mist upgrade. For those of you who have been following along with the channel, I sort of accidentally reset the gear for this Wave Master a little over a week back, and I've been spending the last few sessions just trying to go ahead and get him back into serviceable order. Gonna take a couple moments here. This is footage I recorded a few days ago. Looking for some keywords. As you know, this Fragment Friday run is sort of a virtual play-along. I go ahead and find some keywords I think would be kind of neat to play, and a dungeon that might be fun to party up and play with, and then I ask you guys to check them out. So if you haven't got the chance yet, we're going to take a look here, and we're going to go with False Devious Lie here on the Storytime Dungeons server. Feel free to stop this video at any point. If you're able to play Fragment, party up, see if there's anybody on the Fragment Resurgence or .hack network discords to party up with, and go ahead, run this dungeon before you watch the rest of this video. I'm a patient guy. There's a pause button. I'll wait. So hopefully you've run it by now, or you just waited the 2 odd seconds of awkward silence there. But either way, would be fun to sort of hear how it went for you, what you thought of it, how you liked it. As you can see, I'm using the current as of the time I did this, and actually current as of the time I'm recording it, with the progress they're making is a bit of a rarity. The telepatch, the ongoing translation of the game from the ground up, this is version 2.0. Coming up against a couple crab turtles out here in the field. Slishstrel, I believe, was the one who designed the Storytime Dungeons. This isn't, this server, I'll be hosting it, but it's nothing I designed. All the work was put in by Slishstrel, and if you see him on the Fragment Resurgence or .hack network discords, feel free to thank him. This is an awesome server. The secret to the keywords is if you pick 3 words that line up sequentially in the word list, it's a special dungeon that he programmed in custom. You'll see what I'm talking about here when we clear the field. There's nothing too extraordinary in the field, save for the rather steady linear progression horizontally of these portals, how few of them there are, and the fact that there's virtually no wandering monsters. All of these are really rare in Fragment. So the bad news for anyone who's been following my progress through the Learning to Die Less series, and now through the Fragment Fridays and just random uploads with this Wave Master character, I've really come to rely on those multi-hit tornado type spells. They usually have ROM as their second word after the element indicator word, like Ru-Rom would be a water element or an ice tornado. There I used a really powerful summon, Yarthkins. It's part of the Starstorm wand. Unfortunately, that saps most of my skill points. I'm down to 25. I do have Yarthkins, and I do have some really powerful spells, but I right now don't have any equipment with any of those ROM spells. So everything I'm using is really strong, but it's single hit, and if it misses, I'm kind of SOL. Which is why you'll see I'm pumping the Hermits and Wizards bloods like crazy throughout this for the magic power and accuracy boost. Here we're going to check out the spring. I am going to toss in the Forester helm, no doubts about it. I'd rather get the gold and silver axes here, as I don't have many saved up since I had to start collecting again. Safe to say level 1 Grandpa isn't going to be able to do too much with this. And he's gonna hope I keep that secret safe with me. Spoilers, I didn't. Is nice to see it fully translated though. Got our silver axe, our golden axe, and our Forester helm back. Not much to do at this point but trudge onward to the dungeon. As you can see, it's a swamp field, we have a little bit of rainy weather, and our grunty food of the field, the best grunty food of the field, La Pumpkin. It's October, it's Halloween. Gotta love La Pumpkin. Another thing you gotta love about Halloween, half-buried giants and diving into their open mouths. Into the dungeon we go. Got myself a bit of a refresher there, and as you can see, the screen is fading out. Oh, another intruder, it says. So yeah, these little messages will be popping up intermittently throughout the dungeon. Let's see if we can get them all down here as we go. Screen fades again. Guards, kill these fools. Well, I'm soloing, so technically I am just the fool, but we'll go with it, plural. It kind of fits into the backstory I've been working into my character. Again, this character is technically the same character through 3 different stages of their life. Here's another room. Tick, other guards, deal with them. Do you go with tick or titch? I suppose it would be something like, but I'm not even sure if that even came up on the audio. Did I thoroughly loudly enough? Let me know. I will work on my dang as we go into the next room. Here's a dead end room, in which we have, hey, you guards better actually kill these intruders. Was not messing around with that, just sort of threw Yarthkins out there. Do believe there was only one monster there, but I wasn't taking chances either way. Bit of a dead end, so I'm taking my time coming back, getting a bit more of my SP. Just trying to conserve the mage's souls at this point more than anything, because I'm honestly not sure what's coming my way. Those intruders better be dead soon. Whoever's giving these orders seems rather impatient, don't they? Terrible hosts, too. So this Flameheads gets a bit of a rest. I can't exactly just keep chucking Yarthkins out there. Try to take him out, but run out of mana first, so I've got to go ahead and pop that mage's soul and take him out with yet another spell. He drops a trap chest. Let's see what's inside. Kinda lead thumb there for a bit, just kept pressing too hard down and missing the actual target that I was going for. Picked up a frost bracer there, some actual Wavemaster usable equipment. Think we've got things a little beyond it, but still it's nice to see an item you could equip if you wanted. Picked up the devil in a cooked bile there, and we're gonna keep pressing down. No message in this room, just another Flameheads. We're just gonna keep crashing, I believe that's Manidon? Yeah, Manidon, and then a Vacdon as well. Where's that Vac Cruise? Maani Cruise and Vac Cruise, where they converge its cruise and dropping from on top is Dawn. It's really tough to keep these keywords straight in your head. I really should have a list. Apologies for poor preparation, guys. Grab another cooked bile there, and we're going to check out the other branch of that little V-shaped room. Because it's Fragment Friday, and exploration is the name of the game. Technically, the name of the game is Fragment, otherwise it would be Exploration Friday. Get the fool out of that chest, while the fool commentates. There's our stairs down, but there's a little bit more to check out, so we're going to backtrack a bit. Say hi to this corpse with our wand, rather forcefully, and continue forward. Again, it's been a couple days since I've done this. I'm pretty sure this is leading to like one or two other rooms, which is the worst when you have to backtrack the whole way across for that. But life could be worse. A lot of backtracking is better than a one-hit death. Speaking of one-hit death, summon Yarthkins. Takes them down nice and easy. We get 16 experience and pick up a golden egg. And now, since we know we have a bit of a walk back, casting Yarthkins wasn't that big a risk. Just letting the SP recover on our way to the stairs down to 2. We have all this time, plus the room leading into the second floor is 99.9% safe. In a custom dungeon like this, I suppose there's the chance there could be a portal. I'm not 100% sure on that. I really haven't done too much tinkering with the area server program myself. But I do know in standard dungeons, those rooms are always little safe rooms. Another tip there, if you're just starting to play Fragment, if you need to hit a boost or anything, wait for that first room in the next floor. It's safe and it buys you a little time. Let's see what we have here. Oh great, you're still here. Marvelous. Now you've breached our hatchery. So, whatever they're doing here, it involves a hatchery, and that's usually bad news for everybody. Guards, I will come up there and catch you on fire if I missed the rest of that. Sorry for my slow reading. Again, poor preparation. I really could have gone through this ahead of time and wrote them all down and been able to narrate. But that's not as much fun as going off the cuff. Plus you have these wonderful moments where I have to ramble through. They're wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. So we pick up a couple bloody eggs in that room. Come into a little treasure room. I guess this is part of the hatchery. If you haven't caught on to the theme here, and this is really clever, all of the breakable objects so far have been eggs, and the bloody eggs have been popping up prevalent. Dungeons are typically... oh. Or I might just freeze you. How about that? Okay, so he's threatened to set us on fire or freeze us. So whatever's at the bottom here is apparently some type of spellcaster. Take out a stone turtle there. Monster that's a bit more formidable in physical defense than magical defense. Magically, we could just sit there and just keep dropping spells on it. No big worries there. Couple back cruises takes him down. Nice mana efficient kill there. Gonna pop open this chest and get a hunter's hood. Okay, so we are getting some corpses. I'm not 100% if you could actually program the breakable objects. If you can, that was a heck of a job he was doing there with those. Got a crab turtle. Take it out in one shot with an elemental vac cruise. That's 10 skill points spent for a little over 1,300 damage. Gotta feel good about that. Another medium-sized corridor with another flameheads. These guys have been quite the nuisance this dungeon, haven't they? So as I was saying, every dungeon is able to pop up golden eggs and usually an egg type that is specific to the dungeon walls. A flesh dungeon will pop up bloody eggs. Let's see here. Gah! You're ruining everything! Cool. We are ruining everything. And only through 2 floors. Wonder how mad the disembodied's voice is with us now. You better not be taking the symbol powers. Those are for the workers. Okay, so we're kind of disrupting this evil wizard's workforce, too. Not that I mind, since he's kind of telling all of his workers to kill me. Seems like a fair trade. If they can't kill me, I should get their stuff. That's RPG logic. Pick up a night blight there. Nothing in that corpse, but pretty close to this door, so let's just head in. Up if you're looking at the map, and we get a little square room with a chest inserted into the middle. Flameheads pops out of the portal though, and we are going to fight fire with fire. And then with the convergence of magical skulls. Finish off with the second back cruise. 10 experience to the good guy. Out of the chest, we get the death, which we fortunately didn't get out of battle because I'm soloing, which is never the best idea when playing Fragment. One unlucky hit could take me to 0 hit points, at which point I'd lose 1,000 experience and a level and have to go back to town. Just a little PSA, friends don't let friends solo in Fragment. There, another nice hit, 744 with the back cruise, but we followed it up with a miss. So it takes the full 30 skill points to take out that stone turtle, but we managed to do so before it was able to harm us greatly or cast that hit point regen. Pick up another hunter's hood there, and we've only got one direction left to explore out of this little 4-way passage. Got quite a selection of buffs going down there. Looks like we have physical and magical accuracy, magical power up, fire element up, and hit point regeneration. Now we're up against a guardian, and that battle's over quicker than I was actually able to announce it. One back cruise boosted was more than enough to take it out. Buffs go a long way in this game. We're going to smash ourselves a full omelet bar here. Take a moment and grab myself a little refresher. I don't know about anybody else, but fall is like the greatest time of year for me. When you start getting the apple cider in abundance and the smaller farms and everything out this way are putting out fresh cider, nothing better. Coming into a room with 2 portals, the Flamehead catches our attention pretty early by materializing about a ½ inch off our nose. And a stone turtle coming up behind it, not to be overshadowed. Fortunately, we are Wave Master, and we'll just keep chucking spells till the deed is done. Unfortunately, it takes all of our skill points just about, because that cruise just kept missing. Can't stress it enough, I miss those tornado spells. That said, you won't hear me complain when I'm able to pop off a Yarthkins and take out like 4 things with obscene amounts of damage. Overkill is nice. I believe Yarthkins is tied to the Starstorm Wand. It's that and Vulcan. Vulcan is a level 2 summon. I'm assuming Fire Element off of the name, but it costs 70 skill points, and I ain't quite crazy enough to run a 70 skill point spell. Let's see here. Grr, you pests are destroying decades of hard work. Decades? Now I'm feeling a little bad for this guy. Decades of work, and this is what he came up with? At least I don't have to pay the workers anymore. Just kidding, I don't pay them? That's just cold in 2020. Damn. Okay, let's see if we can't just track this guy down for poor employer behavior. 744 with that back cruise, and the second one takes out the stone turtle. Buffs are slowly starting to wear off there. Down to just 3. But hey, 2 of them are really important, and that fire element is giving us a little extra bonus on our back cruise as well. Getting bonus damage on our lowest cost spell, can't argue with that. Also can't argue with knowing where the stairs down are early, but again, it's Fragment Friday. We're all about the 100% dungeon exploration for you fine, wonderful people out there. Also all about throwing little bits of fire at rapid speeds at stone turtles. Grab the chest, find a hanged man. Probably not the thing you want to find in a giant box. But hey, this place is creepy as hell anyway. Stairs down, and we're hitting floor 5. Also just hitting the 20-minute mark now, if I'm reading that correct. Well, this is my last line of defense. Hopefully they don't screw it up. Ton of faith this guy has in him, but in all fairness, we've torn through everything else. Use Yarthkins. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And the Vac Cruise takes out the Guardian. So yeah, a little bit of overkill there, but he said it was his last line of defense. What's it hurt, right? Grab a rig same. And an App Corv. So you gotta assume there's something in this room after. Couple more Guardians. Let's see if we could take them both out one shot. Nah, this one hangs on a bit. I suppose I could have tried fighting that, you know, a little hand-to-hand combat. Just wasn't really feeling that brave at the moment. I had the distance. I'm a ranged class. Might as well take it out with a spell, right? Pick up a raccoon ear cap out of that trap chest. Only one door to go through, and here we go. Little L-shaped hallway, and we have that. Yeah, that's 1,000 trees. Haven't seen one of those yet, and I don't have anything Earth Element. Something like a Gan Rom would be able to do an elemental hit. Just sit there and pop it with Vac Cruises until I'm well and out of SP, so I'm going to hit that Mage's Soul and Healing Potion just for the sake of brevity. Empty room, so I could have just sat through it, but just wanted to keep things moving at this point. Again, Guardian down with one Vac Cruise. Take a punch to the back of the head from the second Guardian, turn around and Vac Cruise him down. Trap chest there on the right side, and we pick up a Shadow Blades. Yeah, decent little twin blade weapon. We'll probably sell that when we get back to town. Another L-shaped room with 1,000 trees. Suppose if you're into buying the scrolls or holding on to them as you're going, this is a good place to have those Earth Element ones. Just to be able to have them tucked away on shortcut in case you run into a monster like this. Not my style personally, but I certainly understand the justification for it. Here we have another one of these little V-shaped rooms. Gonna go in the side door first. Got a dead-end hallway. Says, oh, my other wand. I forgot about that. Neat. Not quite sure what he's talking about at this point, but neat. Guess he's got a wand in here. Took out the Guardians. Well, there's a trap chest. I wonder if there's a wand in there. Makes sense, right? Let's open her up. Earth Wand. Okay. So he's threatened to set us on fire, and he's threatened to freeze us. And there's his other wand, which is an Earth Wand. Makes me wonder if he's got like a fire wand somewhere and an ice wand. Is that what we're coming up on? Be kind of cool if he had a second wand that just had both fire and ice on it. Especially if you're into Robert Frost. Yeah, might as well go out fighting. Don't know how much fighting he was planning on doing against Yarthkins. In all fairness, it was sort of a lackluster battle cry anyway. So we're going to put a bit more effort into taking out that corpse warrior than we did the actual monster. I guess that was the evil wizard guy. He went down as quickly as his forces, so we didn't exactly get a chance to check out the name tag. Disarm these two trap chests, and there's a fire wand. So yeah, it's two separate wands. Fire wand, water wand, and the earth wand we had picked up separately. And here's the treasure room. This was his 12th dungeon. Slishstrel says it was erased due to a corrupted save file. Well, as I get a bronze axe, a health charm, and a resurrect out there, I'm certainly thankful again that Slishstrel did all of this work on this dungeon, and I believe 19 others, for a total of 20 custom dungeons in this server, and then put it up as an available download. So thank you again. really enjoying this copy. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this run through as well. Really hoping you went ahead and played through. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. Thanking you for watching. Have a happy Fragment Friday.